Hello everybody, so this is today's project. It's making the grouch hands and these are from Natali. So first things first, you're going to click on the link in my description and then it's going to automatically download a Google file for you. And this file is the file that you will need to go ahead and upload to Cricut Design Space. If you would rather download the file directly from the website, it's on this photo. It's freesvgdownload.com. So click complex, then you're going to go ahead and we are going to preview. So if you didn't do anything, it would just be a square. So we need to first crop the image. That's going to make it easier to get rid of it. Then we're going to go back to that page and then we're going to click the white so that we can get rid of all the white. Then you can preview cut and it'll show you the cut and that looks great. So we're going to go ahead to continue. So then it gives you two options for how you want to save the file. So we're going to save it as a print then cut image because we want the colors to stay exactly as they are. Then you can name it and you can hit save. So then we're going to need to add it to our canvas. So I'm just going to hit view all, add to canvas, and then view so that I'm back to my canvas. So you could cut this out exactly as is once you size it correctly and it would just have like a gap in the middle. But I wanted to fill the gap with something. So you need to change it to first just basic cut, then go to your contour. And then you only want the heart left. So you're just going to hide the hands so that you're left with the heart. And that's going to allow you to put patterns and things in the heart. I made it a little bit bigger so that it wouldn't have an overlap or any white spaces. And then I just put it right behind my hands. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to align them center horizontally to make sure that it's exactly in the middle. And then this is where you can play around with whatever patterns you want to on the heart. So for my example one, I just found a glitter heart or a glitter, like a red glitter design just off the internet and uploaded it. So I'm going to use that one. But here you can just kind of play around. You could do green, you could do pink, really whatever you want. You could put a cute pattern in there. It doesn't really matter. And then here's how I found the red glitter. I just searched red glitter and then looked at images and there's lots of different options and uploaded that as a pattern. So you can also add an image to this. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to look Santa up and here's some Santa images that I've added. Then I'm just going to add to canvas. And so then I can put this Santa in the middle of the Grinch hands. So the first thing I need to do is make it small enough so that it's not huge, and then you're going to want to add an offset. So this is going to allow you to add a background so that it doesn't just blend in with what you've done before. So I like to start off kind of small. So I did a 0.03 inch offset just to see what that looks like. And then you can always play around with it and make it bigger if you need to. Now this is one of the frustrating things about Cricut because this just sat and spun and spun and spun and spun forever. I actually had to retake this whole video because it just sat. So one workaround, if your file is too good, Cricut has a really hard time. So like when you buy it from the designer, it's almost too good. So you can take a screenshot and then you can go and you can upload your screenshot so that it's a lower quality, which is so frustrating, but that's just what you get when working with Cricut. So you can go in and you can upload your screenshot and then that screenshot will be a little bit of a lower resolution, still perfectly fine for cardstock, but then that will allow Cricut to give you the offset. So that's what I'm doing here is just re-uploading my screenshot so that it can actually give me an offset for that image. So if you had to do that with your image, just go back, add your screenshot one to your canvas, and then now we can go in and we can add that offset and it will be a lot quicker, you'll see. So I'm just going to go back to offset. I'm going to delete that original one because it was just too high quality. Then I'm going to go back, add that 0.04 inch offset, and then I am going to wait a second and then see it just popped right up. So if it's not popping up within like 30 seconds or so, just screenshot the image and give up because it won't work. So then I changed it to white. I'm going to attach and flatten them. That way it stays one piece. And then you'll see the difference when I put this Santa over the hands. Now there's going to be an outline around him. I'm going to zoom in so we can see it. There's going to be an outline around him so that he doesn't just blend right in with our hands. And my page is always really slow. Sorry, guys. Cricut is wonderful and very frustrating. It's a lot of wait time. So I needed it to be a little smaller, but there you go. You can see just that white outline. And I really like the look of this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to keep this. You know, you can play around with sizing however you want. And then once you're ready, you're going to want to make sure that you click and drag over all of them so that you can attach them. And that means that they won't separate. And then you're going to want to make sure you flatten them. Otherwise, it's going to cut around every single outline of any image that you put in there. So now that it's flattened, I'm going to give you the sizes so that it will fit right into your mold. Now I've shown this trick before, but just in case you haven't seen it, I wanted to show again. If you have your canvas zoomed to 175%, you can line your mold up on your computer screen, and that can help you find the sizes. So see how that lines up perfectly? That's how I figured out the sizes for this mold, was just by slapping it up there and then dragging it until it looked like it was going to fit and then doing a test cut. So then here it is after you have a chance to bake it. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks to everyone who shared my tutorials on Facebook or, with your friends. I really appreciate that. If you found this content helpful, then please like and subscribe. And then all of the products and things like that I use, I link below in the video notes. So thanks so much, everybody.